shad tubes, minnow tubes, soft plastic grubs. Get serious about trout and landlocked king trolling with serious soft plastics from the Fish Hunt Shoot Production store.
Hey guys, I am at our least favorite destination. This is Folsom Lake. We're right out here by the dam. Obviously, I'm not in my kayak today. I'm actually on a brand new platform that Cal and I just picked up last week. This is our Fishing Pontoon Deluxe, man. This thing's pretty awesome. First day I've had it out on the water with gear in the water. Came out to Folsom because it's close to my house. Figured I'd come chase kings, try out the downriggers, mess around for a couple hours. Had no expectations of catching a thing. It is Folsom, but it does happen to be opening day of salmon season on the river. So right past the dam, I'm sure the guys are going crazy down there, hoping to hook into a fish on opening day. I hope they do, but something really cool just happened, and it's probably not going to happen again for 6 months. I got my one Folsom king for the year. So check this out. Get him out of the box here. That is why we come to Folsom. You don't get them very often. They definitely don't come easy. It was a grind out here this morning. The wind's blowing, dealing with boat issues, trying to figure out how to dial in the motor, the trolling motor, downriggers, all that good stuff. Lo and behold, one of these pops up on our Helix fish finder, and boom, fish on. And after a pretty good struggle to get him in the boat, there he is. We're gonna eat good tonight. In case you're wondering, trolling about 2.2 to 2.5 miles an hour. I was 60 feet deep in about 120 feet of water, and that guy just absolutely annihilated one of our standard trigger spoons. I had a trigger spoon out on one rod 60 feet deep and a Magnum out on the other at about 75, and that guy hit the hammered copper trigger spoon. So man, they work everywhere. I was running it naked. I don't have any bait. We have no scent, no nothing on it, running it completely naked, and he took it, and he wanted it. He took it well. It was buried.
Do you want results next time you go trout fishing? Get yourself a set of trigger spoons and put a limit on the stringer. They flat out produce. Howdy folks, Cal Kellogg here. Well, as you can see, Wes Ward went out to Folsom Lake last week and he caught the king salmon of a lifetime. That fish was well over 5 pounds, well over 20 inches, and you could troll out at Folsom for a long, long time before you catch a king salmon like that. I've been fishing the lake, pretty consistently for the last 25 years. I've caught one big king like that. My king was 27 inches, about 7 pounds. Wes's was a little smaller than that, but still, once again, fish of a lifetime at Folsom. Thumbs up, congratulations, Wes. And this is a good time to talk about Northern California landlocked king salmon fishing. And let me draw a distinction. There's two kinds of king salmon lakes. There's lakes like Folsom that kick out trophies but don't have huge numbers of fish. And you could put Folsom in that category, Elmonor in that category, and to some extent right now, Shasta is in that category. The numbers are coming back at Shasta, but it is not full of kings at this point. I hear there's a lot of small fish around now, so maybe that's going to change. And our favorite king lakes, it does change over time. Right now, it's all about Oroville. Guys want landlocked kings, they're going to Oroville because Oroville has the most fish. When you have kings that are concentrated, they're fairly easy to catch because they're fairly easy to find. So guys are going to Oroville now. 10 years ago, it was Shasta. 10 years before that, it was Elmonor. Trinity Lake had its, day in the sun when they were catching a lot of big kings over there. So, what king lake is in favor today is going to change, tomorrow or 5 or 10 years from now. But the bottom line is we like to fish lakes that have high concentrations of kings, and we've tailored our gear to fishing in those kinds of situations. Hoochies and a blade, apex lures, rolling shad. These are all slow trolling techniques designed to work an area where the fish are concentrated and catch as many fish as possible from a concentrated area. A hoochie and blade allows you to keep your offering in the strike zone a maximum amount of time. Now, that isn't going to help you that much at a lake like Folsom. At Folsom, there's very few kings, compared to the total amount of water available to you. So at a lake like that, you're much better off to fish something that allows you to stay on the move, it allows you to fish quickly, and allows you to cover a maximum amount of water. What's the most, favored king lure at Folsom these days, it's a copper speedy shiner. Why? It's a lure that imitates a bait fish, but it allows you to work, you know, a variety of depths at a quick clip, cover a maximum amount of water, and you've got the maximum amount of exposing that lure to a fish and drawing a reaction strike. That's exactly what Wes did. He wasn't concentrating on fishing. He was concentrating on messing around with the boat. We got the new patio boat. He's trying to get it dialed in, but he wanted to get a line in the water, and he dropped down a copper trigger spoon. He was using a hammered one, but he dropped a copper trigger down and was trolling, you know, I think he said 2.5. He's just out there in open water, 60 feet deep, over 120 feet of water, just power trolling, and he picked up that king. One bite, one fish, one trophy king, the fish of a lifetime. So just remember, if you're fishing for landlocked kings at a lake that has a strong population like Oroville, don't hesitate to run the slow stuff. Roll bait, run hoochies, run tubes, you know, troll that filleted anchovy strip like I like to do. Troll at 1.5, troll all the way down to 1 mile an hour, hammer those concentrated fish, and you're gonna catch a lot of kings. But if you're at a lake like Elminor or Folsom, where there's just not that many kings, but there are big trophy kings, power troll, power troll, power troll. Get some trigger spoons, get some speedy shiners, whatever you have confidence in, grab some, get it on your line, work the water column, stay on the move, expose that lure to as much water as possible, and that's how you're gonna maximize your chances of catching a trophy king. Worked for me at Folsom years ago, it worked for Wes at Folsom last week, and it'll work for you too. Get out those speedy shiners, or get on over to fishhuntshoot.com and grab some of my spoons. They're absolutely deadly. Get out on the water and get one of those big kings at the end of your line. Everybody, you know, that enjoys trolling for trout and trolling for kings should catch a 5+ pound landlocked king at least once in their life. It is a hoot, it's a thrill, it's an accomplishment, it's something to check off the bucket list. Anyway, I'm Cal Kellogg. I hope these, you know, these tips kind of give you some things to think about next time you go out fishing for king salmon. They are one of our great game fish. We're blessed to have them in California lakes, and man, they're just a lot of fun to catch. Anyway, I'm Cal Kellogg. I'm out of here. You have a wonderful day. We're gonna get back to the truck and get a nice cool drinks. Get some water for Lucy and maybe a diet soda for me. Anyway, I'm Cal Kellogg. I am out of here. You have a great day. Have a great week, guys.